Hi, my name is Christine, and I'm going to have the pleasure of telling you, Miss Locke, or my Period 7 class, what I think the world will be like in 50 years. Now, I'm gonna start with my childhood. And my parents were so excited, and internet and cell phones were just coming out, and they were just crying. They were so excited that they got to call their friends and their parents whenever they wanted. It was such a big deal. But now we have iPods and iPhones, which was a big innovation that Mr. Jobs, creator of Apple computadoras, computers that we have all come to know and love today. He questioned the world and made us think, who needs to make this world better? What needs to happen, and where is it going to happen? And him and Bill Gates, two of the wisest men in the world, Bill Gates especially, predicted that the world he predicted Siri and Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs, who isn't with us anymore, created Apple, one of the biggest innovations in American history. And they both wondered how they could make the world better. How can they make everyone better with the technology that they could create? And nowadays, we have normal kitchens, normal fridge, but in the future, I think in 50 years, we'll have talking kitchens who will answer to everything you need. Like if you're hungry and you get home and your kitchen asks you, "What do you want? What do you need? I'll do anything for you." And you say, "I'm hungry, man." So, boom, but psh, your kitchen makes you a sandwich, which hasn't happened yet. And this innovation really needs to happen as soon as possible. But so far, I have McDonald's, and I'm in love with McDonald's, so that's okay. I'm okay with this. And phones. Now, we still have Siri, who asks you what you need, who you're gonna call, but in the future, instead of saying call mom, you're gonna say call mom, and you're gonna see her in a little hologram coming out of your phone, I think. It's gonna happen. Except my mom, of course, will be dreading this. She'll say, "Christine, why don't you call me anymore?" And she'll cry and she'll not understand. But I'm like, "Mom, I can see you through this hologram." But she'll still cry and she'll still be kind of excited that she can figure this out. But I'll be excited that I can see her through my phone. And she'll still hate phones probably, but we'll just have to deal with that. Um, but self homes, they're gonna be very instant washing stuff in your chores. It won't be that bad anymore, which may be a good thing or bad thing, but your washer will just do it all for you. Your kitchen will do everything for you. Your robots in your house. But we all have to still do our chores. Except in the future, I think chores will turn into things that we don't need to worry about anymore. Like the chores I do, I have to water the plants, I have to clean my pool, I have to mow the grass with our tractor, except in the future, we won't have to do any of these things because robots will do it for us. And along with home innovations like that, instead of roofs, we'll have solar panels giving us electricity. And I think that this is incredible because it uses up so much less electricity than what we use now, and it saves you money. But how we're going to do this, none of us know how to do any of this. I don't know how to make a solar panel, do you? But I think school is the answer. and we'll all learn in the future about all of these innovations and how to build things and how to make things that nobody really needed to know before, but all of those important things that you never knew you needed to know will become extremely important in the future, and people will just get smarter and need to know more stuff, because in order to, as my mom always says, in order to make an apple tree, you gotta know how to plant the seed. It's just how it goes, and it will always go that way, no matter how extremely innovative we now are. But now money, the thing that we have all come to know and love. Americans will always be capitalists, which is amazing. Thanks, Miss Woolley, for teaching me that. But in 50 years, I think a dollar will still be a dollar. And except for Mr. Lincoln, Mr. Penny, he's gonna have to go. It's awesome beard, I'm sorry, you have to go. Except, money will stay in value, and we'll all cherish money a little bit more. And more money with the education to realize that we can cure a lot of what is now known to be incurable diseases like cancer, and a lot of people with cancer and incurable diseases can live their lives, and we can cure them in about 50 years. But I also believe that new diseases will arise, and we'll have to work harder to keep them at bay. And we'll try as hard as we can. But I think cancer can be cured in the next 50 years, more or less. And also with another curable disease, I believe that obesity in America can also be changed through sports and innovation, through healthy habits. I also think through genetic science we can, along with now, we're creating teacup pigs and teacup giraffes, and they're so awesome, they're so cute. I really want a teacup giraffe pet, but I think through genetic science we can, like, clone cells, which can also lead to curable diseases, like helping people who need different kinds of organs and need new organs for their bodies. I also believe that in the future the weather will change drastically. It'll get hotter. An example, yesterday, April 10th, it set a world record. Well, not a world record, but it seemed like a record for here, for hottest day in America. But I also think, along with getting hotter, we'll use the sun to our advantage and use solar panels more often on cars, along with our houses. But personally, I like cars run on gas, not batteries. I cry just looking at a V8 3-speed tranny, but you know, saves me money. I'll be happy. So in the future, I think we're gonna go green. We're gonna try to go green. Save a lot more electricity and save a lot more resources in the future. A lot of us will have backyard gardens so we can save money, or we can have fresh plants. And people know that they're smart because they grow their own plants. You can feel accomplished. You can feel like you just grew that dinner that you just made. But in the future, I think we're gonna love our earth, and we're gonna treat each other better. And that's what I hope is gonna happen in the next 50 years.